Shugor nakaslem jong unongsan Hima.
Ka company Topcem cement kabadai kawai naki company cement kaba khampau hakathan chatai lammi ngi jongkari India. Kabaladan ka jingate bat jingdai bat commission smile bat yate kular bat ke medical charitable trust bala itho daga sarkar. Ha ka henreu tarek unai lar 8,000 arpawar ha ka jinga kendo bat kilat pathai khubor ha shalong klom nagalyang kinang yalam ka company Topcem cement name galia badu assistant manager commission smile udipul malakar kilapan penaban ai kala Jingsumar ya arpau san ngot ki Khunlung ki bakat ke Rymmiang Shyntur ha ka Jylla mentausnem klem kanu ka jingsiung bat ya menta kani ka jing ai Jingsumar kala nang ya chakman bat menta la ai Jingsumar sha saungot ki Khunlung bakat ke Rymmiang Shyntur.
Topcem have been supporting Mission Smile, achieving our goal, and this is a journey of giving smiles to our little children. So this journey, this club journey of to the patients of Meghalaya actually started in the year 2012. I remember I came in 2012. I have that privilege to come to Shillong in 2012 and I have conducted a surgery camp in Shillong Civil Hospital. So at that camp actually found like 45 beautiful children, but they are born with a deformity, and that deformity is like such a deformity which is curable, yet that was not cured. So it is because if you go to like medical things like medical practices, medical any treatment, entire Northeast is actually lacking of infrastructure, lacking of quality surgeons, lacking of so many medical things in entire Northeast. So I'd like to actually, I have several times actually expressed this, and I would like to explain it again. Why Mission Smile come to Northeast? Mission Smile is a medical charity. We actually work all over India, across India. We are doing these cleft surgeries, and especially if you come to Northeast, like there are lack of facilities where this cleft patient be treated. So in 2011, we have started our program from Assam. Then we think, why only Assam? Why not the other states of Northeast? So we came to Meghalaya, and we would like to thankful to the Meghalaya government for accepting our proposal. And after that mission, actually we have signed a MOU with the Meghalaya government in 2012 December, I remember. And 2013 onwards, we have been doing regular surgeries to the cleft patients of Meghalaya. So as you know, in this entire journey, you know that this is whatever surgeries we are performing. Actually, this is cost-free to the patient. Patient need not have to pay any single penny for their surgeries. We pay, like Mission Smile, we actually, whatever the cost coming for actually incurred for a surgery, we spend that money. And that money will not come from Mission Smile. I rather say we are like bridge in between some donors and in between the service givers. First we are getting, and it is again every year there is a new club bond coming up. So it is an unfinished journey, sir. So one happiness, I would like to say one thing is very good, that is actually we have finished the backlog. So earlier when we have started this cleft surgeries here in Meghalaya, like at that time patients coming at the age of 15 plus, 16 plus, maybe 20. Less than 3 years, less than 2 years, that means the backlog cases is almost finishing. So we currently deal with very small babies. As you know, this cleft, when a cleft baby born with this deformity, their lips, as you know, I think this picture is not so visible. So this is when this lip is actually, there is a hole in between the lip. So This is only the visible one, and in a inner portion this part is called palate. Okay, upper part. So there is a hole in the palate. There is a hole in the there is a cleft. We call cleft here in this is cut, na big cut in cleft. So if a baby born with this cleft deformity, it is very challenging for their parents, especially for the mothers, to like nursing this small baby, because this baby cannot eat food, cannot suck mother's breast milk, they cannot eat, they cannot speak, they cannot breathe properly. So there are lots of health issues coming up. So the family and the mother, especially when they have this cleft patients, they feel lots of like issues, like where to go, how to go, whom to approach, if they go to some hospital, how much it will cost, what type of surgeries they require. And most of these patients actually they are from a very poor family background. Like we have seen that many of these children who born with this cleft deformity, they actually usually born in a BPL family, most of these patients, and it is not like that only BPL families have these cleft deformities, but sometimes it may be born to our families as well. Because why cleft children born, there is still a question mark. There is no certain answer why cleft baby is born. But there are reasons. One reason is like lack of nutrition to the mothers. If the mother is fighting with some nutrition issues, there is a probability of giving cleft birth, any deformities birth. I cannot explain you the details because we work with lots of medical volunteers. Works with lots of people, lots of doctors coming to give their free services to the children of entire country. So I just going to give you the brief. I'm not going to give you details of like this story. In doing this cleft surgery is like 50% of cost, whatever cost actually needed to do a surgery, the minimum cost. Okay, the 50% we're getting from government, respective government actually. We have lots of tie-up with the local governments, like we have a MOU with the Meghalaya government, and we need another additional 50% support from some donors. And we are so lucky, and we are so actually happy that in entire Northeast, Topcem is the only corporate sectors who come forward to help us. There may be many other corporate sectors in Northeast, entire Northeast, but we actually supported by PSUs. PSU is a different setup, but Topcem is the only corporate sector who comes forward in 2018, and they have been supporting us every year. And I rather like to express one more happiness that to all my press friends, that is, we did not have to go to request Topcem that what about this year. They rather come, they say we are ready to help you. So such a beautiful organization Topcem is. So they are concerned for our people, they are concerned for our children. So I would like to thank you, sir, for your consecutive supports. And this Topcem is, I think, what should I express my gratitude to your like service to this entire journey of cleft-free Northeast. So we have decided to make Northeast cleft-free by maybe another next 5-6 years. We have been trying every time when we come to government. When we finish this cleft, then you will come to know like what actually this cleft is actually. So when these patients come to us, actually usually we screen them and we do their surgeries. In cleft lip, generally we start cleft lip surgery at the age of 6 months. When a baby born with like cleft lip, they will have to wait for 6 months, and after 6 months we do their cleft lip surgeries. So after 1 year, like if the baby turn to like 1 year, at 1 year we do the palate surgeries. Suppose a baby born with both the cleft lip and cleft palate, we do we never do both the surgeries at the same time. Rather we do cleft lip surgery at the 6 months and wait for another 6 months, and then we will do the cleft palate surgeries. So after 2 surgeries, this baby absolutely become normal. You cannot recognize that they were born with a deformity. They will be just like us. They can, if they get the surgery at the early age, they can speak nicely. All the problems will be solved with that surgeries.
Surgeries we have been doing since 2018, and it has been 5 years, and we have done almost 109 cleft surgeries till now, in putting both together Assam and Meghalaya. In Meghalaya, this is a third session where we have already done, in last 2 sessions we have done 35 cleft surgeries, out of which we are planning this time, on the third time, to do another 25 cleft surgeries with the help of Mission Smile. Every mission motivates us to start afresh. We have been the impact and transformation in children and their parents once they receive the cleft surgery in the last 2 camps. They feel privileged and they feel very happy for when they get such treatment for their children. Cleft treatment is not only changes the life of the child but also boosts their confidence and self-esteem to lead a more full and productive life. We are thankful to Mission Smile for selecting us or showing their humble request, accepting our humble request to and join with us in such a noble activity, because this is one thing which we have seen. The children who are actually suffering from cleft, it is a very hard time for them, and especially they are children, but their parents are really in a miserable condition. They don't know how to, when they go to school, children don't want to sit next to them. There is nothing, but still there is a feeling, and the children who are suffering, that Topcem thinks that this noble initiative must be done, and that is why since 2018 we are continuously doing it. In between we could not do because of COVID. It got a bit, I think, few numbers more we could have done by now, but now I think we have started once again from Meghalaya, and we will continue to do so.
Give smiles to the people. There are many activities associated. We also have been doing many CSR activities from last 16 years. But what I feel is, this is what, if we are giving smiles to the children, it is definitely the best way we can give back to the society. So I'd like that, since as Mr. Malakar has said that we are going forward with 25 of the people here in Meghalaya. So from my end, it is, I would really wish that sooner or later Meghalaya gets cleft free, and maybe we can do as much as possible from our end.
I think I'm not the right person to answer this, because I will deal only the cleft things. But I can answer your question like this. Yeah, you're right. Like, if we taking care of these mothers before giving these cleft births, I think that's the best solution. But country like us, actually, it is not possible. Like, you cannot educate, you cannot send that message to a person who is not getting the correct information, right information at the right time. So whatever you were saying, like if the mothers, if before she's thinking for giving a delivery, before, after marriage or whatever time, they are thinking for a delivery, they are giving for a birth, they should consult to the doctors whether mother is that is health-wise she's fit to give a birth or not. So there are some certain tests, like whether the mothers is she suffering from anemia, she is anemic, what is her hemoglobin position, what is he is severely anemic, whether the mother is suffering from any malnourished things. I think if she takes sufficient folic acid at the right time, I think at least some of this percentage of cleft birth could be stopped. That is one reason. But scientists also has been saying that cleft birth could be a genetic one. So that is unavoidable. So in medical, if you go for DNA things, it is coming from your gene, it is totally unavoidable. That is why sometimes this cleft is not only birth in our country or in any third world countries, any poor countries. It also, I think, babies also birth, I think, in America, in Europe, but then less numbers of babies. That is probably because of genetic reasons. And one very, I think, thing I would like to mention here, like we have very bad habits of like in entire India, especially in Northeast. Like we've been practicing, we're having like behavioral things, that is, we used to take lots of tobaccos, lots of like what you call like I cannot explain all the names because I'm totally out of that chapters. So also scientists has been saying if you take lots of these kind of things like at the early age, or like you have some like issues with these toxins kind of thing in your like stomach or your body, so there's a chance of giving deformities babies. Deformity does not mean only cleft. There may be congenital heart disease cases. There may be other congenital deformities. As I just answering his questions, like now we have a program called RBSK, Rashtriya Bal Curriculum. So this RBSK, they have a field team. They goes to field every day. They goes to field. They visited school. They goes to like Anganwadis. Anganwadi, you know, we have Anganwadi centers in every villages. And they ask the community workers, as for your information, I would like to say there is a health community worker called ASA, Accredited Social Health Activist. She is nominated by the Kaupura. So she and the Anganwadis, they knows the pregnant ladies, they knows the small children who need to be immunized at right time. So they have that information. So we get that information from those field workers through RBSK. And sometime there may be some, I think, what you call, somebody miss some children because of like communication. As you know, Meghalaya, in villages, there's population scattered, like they have to go one hilltop to another hilltop. So sometimes they may not get this information. So we are repeating this exercise, maybe as I saying, we are becoming in 2012 in Meghalaya. And we are keep doing these surgeries. We are doing like 100 to 150 surgeries every year. So I think we have reached to the community and people have that information. So through media also I'd like to appeal, like suppose any cleft children born in their any village of this Meghalaya, entire Meghalaya or any part of our country, they can communicate us directly, and otherwise they can go to the nearest health facilities so that where they get the correct information. In these cleft birds, so minimum age of surgery is for a cleft lip is 6 months. So I just giving some extra information to you, like why we are choosing 6 months. 6 months.
No, sorry. What I'm asking is
for cleft lip there is no age limit of doing surgeries. Even in my age or your age, if you have a cleft lip deformity, you can come and can do the surgery. But in palate, if you have a palate deformity, there is a age that is maximum age limit is there. So for palate is directly linked to your speech. Directly it is, so if you, as early as possible, if you I think repair your palate, somebody repair their palate, there is less chance of cracking voice. So we rather thinking that actually usually we ask patient who is already 15 years whether they are willing to receive this surgery or palate surgery or not, because at adults, suppose 14, 15 plus, okay, when you have like palate surgeries, there are lots of like you have to take special that is care for that is after the surgery, because there will be lots of bleeding and you might face other trouble as well. But up to the age of like 20, somebody can come and get the palate surgeries done. But it is advisable to the community to receive palate surgery as soon as possible, that is at the age of 1 year.
In fact, we are looking forward to questions within this topic only. But since you have raised the topic, there are challenges when you are doing business in the market. There are challenges, and as the challenges come, we take care of them. But there is nothing specific at the moment.
yeah, I mean the production.
No, nothing. Everything is all right.